Hi there. Today I want to talk to you about making your own bouillon because that stuff they sell in the stores, the cubes, the powder, the better than, well, it's all kind of a science experiment and there's some really, really bad things in there for you. And this is an easy way to make your own. So I'm going to do 1/4 cup of my nutritional yeast, and you're going to have to put this either in a food processor or a blender or in a spice grinder. I'm going to do 1 tablespoon each garlic and onion powder. And then we're going to do 2 teaspoons of dried parsley flakes, 1.5 teaspoon of dried thyme, 1 teaspoon of rosemary, 1 teaspoon of celery seed or 1 tablespoon of dried celery flakes. Now this celery seed actually gives so much umami to this. Don't skip the celery. Now a lot of those bouillons have dye in them, yellow dye 5 or 6. We're going to do 1 teaspoon of turmeric. You know, they also have things like disosodium insulate and MSG and GMO cornstarch and corn solids, maltodextrin. I did 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. Now I'm going to do a teaspoon of pepper. I'm using my white or black, either one. So next let's talk about the salt, because the first ingredient in all of those bouillons is salt. And that salt is sodium chloride. It's not a real natural salt packed full of nutrients and minerals. But you still want to not have too much salt, right? So you're going to have a choice. 1 to 2 teaspoons. 1 teaspoon, I think, is perfect. It's not going to be salty, and it's going to enhance the flavor without being overly salty. If you want it kind of salty, then you could do 2 teaspoons. But then you're talking about, about 400 milligrams of sodium per serving. Now use a really good salt, because none of you are using that iodized sodium chloride anymore, right? Nobody, they're all gone, right? You've thrown them all away and you stopped buying them, right? And next we're going to blend. So next you're going to put this in an airtight container. Isn't that pretty? Doesn't that look gorgeous? All natural. 1 tablespoon per 1 cup of water. And in this recipe right here, you have about 8 1 tablespoon servings. Put it in your rice, put it in your pastas, whatever you would use bouillon for. Here you go. It smells really good. It's all fresh, it's all natural, and it's ingredients that you got to pick and you can feel really good about. So anything you need bouillon for, now there you have it. Thanks guys. See y'all later. Bye.